Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Loose change for getting down. It's Friday and I'm on fire, and I know that I'll break your heart, and I'm sorry, I'm just so tired. These cars are just it, so won't you come?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and you're watching another episode of Between the Ropes. This is actually going to be a fun night for us, as we're doing the end of the year WWE Awards. And so tonight we have our co-host with us for the evening. We have none other than Mr. Crispy Bacon. Crispy, how are you doing tonight, my man?
I'm doing good. Happy New Year, everybody. I know it's a couple days after, but first show of the year, so Happy New Year, everybody.
All right, and then, of course, Dragon Viper, how are you doing tonight, my man?
I'm doing good. Just ready to do this show.
Dominic
I'm kind of losing my
Mysterio.
voice, so.
Well, thank
Dominic
God.
Mysterio. All right, and then Mr. Big B, how are you doing tonight, my man?
No, I'm doing good, and we all saw WWE last night, Raw. I can tell you when I go to restaurants, I always sit at the head of the table. So I don't know what the decision was last night for San Diego, but it's good to
most
be
of the
back.
time.
So it's good to be back and ready to talk some wrestling and hear what these jabronis picked up for their end of the year awards.
Yeah, so the interesting thing that I want to point out too is that when we do these end of the year awards, I send it out to everybody here on Between the Ropes, and I do send it out to certain fans too. I send it out to several fans, at least 10, 11, that kind of watch the show and things like that. And I send it out, and then we get votes, and then I tally them up, and I say, okay, who did we get? So this year, I'll tell you, there was a lot of interesting votes that I will say, and there was some of them that really came down, like it came down to the wire. There was a few of them that were like super close on who was going to actually get it. And so for those of you wondering, exactly what awards we gave out. We gave out like Rookie of the Year on the male side and the female side, Match of the Year, Wrestler of the Year, Promo of the Year, the Holy Shit moment of the year. So there was quite a few awards.
And I already got one for next year watching NXT tonight. I got a holy shit one for next year already.
You did? Okay. Oh, okay. So basically, you're waiting to see if something's going to top that, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's 2 days in, but I can't believe the moves that these guys come up with some of these times, and just amazing.
I have one based on Raw for next year.
Now keep in mind though, when you do these though, like these don't only have to be, because I know Dragon Viper was confused, so he kind of asked me a question about it too.
Well, he's always confused.
Yeah, and I did answer the question, but when it comes to the holy shit moment of the year, it can actually be an actual return too. So it can be based upon returns or whatever. So
we know that's Randy Orton for him.
Yeah, so people that were doing this actually sent me over some actually pretty good stuff. I was actually surprised. Yeah, I was actually surprised at some of the ones that I got sent over. But without further ado, we should go ahead and we should start jumping in to our awards and who got what. So I will say to start out with, for our male rookie of the year, any guesses? Does anybody have any guesses who the male rookie of the year might be?
Well, I know what I went with, so I guess I don't know what everybody else did, but I would have did somebody that came up from NXT, so that's how I based mine on. But
Same.
Okay.
male rookie of the year outside of who I picked, I'm trying to think who all came up this year. Grimes came up. I'll say a lot of people probably pick Walter.
I see the face of Dragon Viper. He's like, wait, what? Dragon Viper, any guesses who this might be?
And don't tell us who you picked, Viper.
I'm
It
not.
wasn't Randy Orton.
No, my guess would have to be Bronson Reed.
So without
last
further
year.
That's a good one.
well,
He came
so
up last
without
year.
further ado, drum roll, our rookie of the year is none other than Mr.
Dominic
Dragon
Mysterio.
Lee.
Okay. That's a good one. I
Dragon
do like that.
Won our rookie of the year.
Okay.
And that's actually not a bad choice.
No, not a bad choice. Like I said, I'll reveal who I went with. I went with JD McDonough because I went with the guys that got called up. And I thought he's doing a good job.
There was actually quite a bit. So at the very end, it came down. The most votes was for JD McDonough and Dragon Lee.
Okay.
Though those were our two. Dragon Lee just happened to get 2 more votes than JD McDonough got.
All right.
Oh wow.
So it was that close. Like it was legitimate.
Who else made the list, Ace?
So I have to bring it up really quick. But we did have. Oh, and Christy says she is coming in also, so she will be here in a minute. So we had JD McDonough. Let's see, 2 for JD. I'm trying to bring up the whole list here. Let's see what
I think Dragon Lee was the most recent.
Dragon Lee was the most recent. We did have a few votes for Grayson Waller.
Okay.
We had a few votes for, and I know it was just recent, but we had a few votes for Carmelo Hayes, which kind of surprised me in a way because Carmelo Hayes was just on there a couple times, during last year.
Yeah.
He had recently just got called up to the main roster. There wasn't.
It's more of a trial, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But so those are actually some of the guy who made it. But
Okay.
congratulations to Dragon Lee for the male rookie of the year. So congratulations.
And we know we got a lot of followers, and I know Dragon Lee will get his award in the mail, and he'll put it on his mantle, and he'll enjoy it being recognized by C2C.
Right? Right. He will get that. He will get that in the mail. No.
Definitely. Definitely.
It's a trophy with Dragon Viper's face.
All right. So now, female rookie of the year.
Ooh.
Any guesses on
I
this?
really think there's only one. And I came up with it really quick. I think there was only one. I mean, unless you went NXT, I guess, but
Kinda.
I mean, there's a lot of
kinda
good girls
went that
out
route.
there, but I think,
Right.
yeah.
So you're saying Big B, you're thinking that there was only one, correct?
I really do, and like I said, I went with people that got called up to the roster. I think there's only one that's made an impact on getting called up.
Yeah.
So, Christy, who would you guess would have won the female rookie of the year?
I probably guess Roxanne Perez.
Okay.
Is my
We
guess.
Okay. Any other guesses?
Who's that chick that just wrestled tonight?
Lyra Valkyra?
No, she wrestled. She was in the Loser Becomes a Servant.
Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah, it's Tiffany Stratton. I think
Yeah.
probably
So-
got the pick.
Without further ado, our female rookie of the year is none other than Zoe
Zoe
Stark.
Stark. Oh my god. No.
Yes.
Oh no.
1 for 1 or 1 for 2. I'm sorry.
Zoe Stark. So Zoe
2 for
Stark
2.
was definitely
2 for
not
2,
a bad option. Roxanne Perez got a couple votes.
There you go.
Zoe Stark got the most. We also had Ivy
No, was Zoe
Niles.
Stark wasn't Zoe Stark part of NXT last year? Or was that earlier this year?
That was I
Last
think
year, this year.
Yeah.
She was
Last
also
year?
paired up. Yeah,
with
but
Trish
this year she
Stratus.
was. Yeah, she was paired up with Trish. Yeah.
Now she's
okay.
competing with Shayna Baszler in a tag team.
Ivy Nile
That's
actually got
bad.
a few votes too.
Yeah, she was. She was kind of on the list too, but she just
Yeah.
recently came up on the
Mhm.
roster.
Dragon
I
Viper
did-
doesn't look too enthused about this.
No,
Well, it's
I
probably a
am.
wrestler he doesn't like.
No, actually,
It's on his long list of wrestlers he doesn't like.
So
Right.
one vote. So we got one vote for Kalani Jordan too.
Oh. Definitely an up
Who?
and comer. We'll see what she's new girl in NXT.
Yep.
Okay.
So congratulations to Zoe Stark for female rookie of the year.
Ooh.
So this next one that I did, I know it was probably kind of confusing to some people, so I kind of blame myself because it was the way that I worded it.
Mhm.
So I do blame myself on that one. Because when it came to it, I was trying to say, who was the most improved male and female.
Hmm.
So when I said male/female, then I got some that just
Okay.
sent me
I
a
thought you
male
meant
or
or.
female. It wasn't
Right.
both, right? Yeah, it wasn't both. So and that's kind of where I felt bad because it might have been a little bit confusing on that end. So I do apologize for that one. Any guesses for anybody who might be the most improved male of the year?
Wow.
So-
I can see a
Dominic
lot of
Mysterio.
people voting for LA Knight because it's first.
So I
I,
will
I
tell
see a
you,
lot of people LA Knight getting a lot of votes because his first time around didn't go so good, and then he left and came back. So
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Anybody else have any guesses?
LA
The only
Knight.
guess is what I chose. I don't have any
Huh?
other. I said the only guess I have is what I put down. So
All right. Well, without further ado, our most improved male wrestler of the year goes to none other than Mr. Dominic Mysterio.
Callum McClurg, you better no.
yes,
There it is, Mr. Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
That's who I picked.
that's exactly what I picked. And the thing is I kind of debated a little bit, putting him in another area too because
Most
I
over
really
wrestler.
think he's really improved a lot over the year.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Yes.
I'm not saying. I mean, the heel he can not go face anymore. I mean, this guy's
No,
so
yeah.
over as a heel that
I
he's
mean,
even getting booed in San Diego, his hometown.
in his own,
So-
yeah, exactly. Last night on Raw, he could barely talk during the
Yeah.
Judgment
This guy
Day Miz
is
TV
so
segment.
over as a heel.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see him actually replace Ray in LOW.
LWO.
Yeah, the LWO. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm beginning to think they might have
I'd like to
someone
see him
else in mind to
replace his
take.
dad and-
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm
I
thinking
will
they
say
might
100%.
have someone else in mind for the LWO.
I will say 100%. I feel like people who voted got this right.
Yeah.
The
But-
Dominic Mysterio. I feel like this is the correct choice.
Yeah.
I want to hear who Dragon Viper voted for.
LA Knight.
So
Jey Uso.
There's another one.
That's not a bad pick.
You
I
move him
just-
away from his brother and the bloodline. He's done pretty nicely on his own, teaming up with Cody
Yeah.
and all that. So
Yeah.
so
I'd say he's gotten better. He would have been a pick of mine.
So Dominic did win, absolutely. But when we talked about, other people that were out there, LA Knight was actually in the run for it. People picked LA Knight. That was that was another popular choice that people were picking. So the two most popular were Dominic, LA Knight. We even got a few votes for a Damian Priest.
Not bad.
Ooh, okay.
But of course, Dominic Mysterio got the most. So that
That's
is
all.
most
Yeah.
improved male wrestler. So congratulations to Dominic. I never actually thought that I would be coming on here and telling everybody that Dominic won an award. Like that's
I was
Who'da
hoping not.
Who'd have thunk it?
I was hoping not.
I know we honestly joke about, we know everybody watches stuff. I would like to send Dominic a little trophy that says he made most improved wrestler of the year from C2C. I would want to know his reaction.
Probably throw it in the trash.
right.
He'd be all like,
Probably.
eh. That's what he do.
Right.
Just throw it
He's
in the
probably-
garbage.
He probably would. He would keep his heel status and be like, I'll tell him what I think about this. All right, so we have most improved on the female side. We've been making guesses.
Nice.
Big B, you're 1 out of 3 right now.
Oh boy.
Anybody have any guesses on the female side?
No, I'm 2 out
I'm
of 3.
thinking Raquel.
Oh, who'd you guess?
For female?
I probably
No,
would've worked
no. I was gonna say. So you got. Oh, did you get Zoe right too?
I got Zoe Starks and Dominic right.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Any guesses on the female side?
I was thinking Raquel.
I
Yeah,
like
me
Dragon
too.
Viper's guess of Raquel.
Raquel Rodriguez.
So, on the most improved female side, we have none other.
Nia Jax.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
Ivy
wow.
Nile.
Ivy
You just
Nile.
started, though. It's interesting.
I almost put her down too. I thought about it. I really thought about putting her down.
She looks like someone you don't want to meet in a dark
She had a
alley.
heck of a match last night.
She did.
Yeah, and
I give
that
her
was
credit for that.
Oh, I bet the Dragon Viper wasn't trying to slap her.
No.
No, he just wants to punch Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
Ivy Nile is one that I could like this I do agree with. Like I do agree with Ivy Nile.
She just looks like she
Yeah,
could
I do
hurt
too.
me.
Yeah. So especially when you see what she did last night,
Mhm.
you know, on Raw, because
Yeah.
she had a heck of a match last night on Raw. So
She
that
did.
was
Against
so-
someone like Rhea Ripley. Damn.
I can see her. I can see her winning the Rumble.
She probably
Ivy
would be in the
Nile,
Rumble.
really?
Yeah, I can see her
I mean,
winning the Rumble.
she
Getting a rematch.
Wow.
I mean, I could see her winning the Rumble, but not this year's Rumble. I mean,
No,
she'll win one. She'll
I
win
mean-
one eventually in the future,
Yeah.
just not now.
That actually
But-
kind of surprises me a little bit. So Big B's going on a limb and saying Ivy Nile as
They need to
the
get.
women's.
The thing is I just think that the Rumble needs to go back to the up and comers and stuff like that. You know, not always give it to the obvious choice. You know, so
Well, I think on the
Well,
women's
again,
side,
that's just an early prediction. You know, I'm not going to be
I
like
think-
Paul Heyman and
say it's a spoiler.
That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
I think on the women's
Yeah.
side, though, it's a little more complicated in that we don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah, it's more
Whereas I
wide
think on the
open.
men's side, we kind of know.
Kind of.
yeah.
Certain factors, I think, have complicated things a little bit on the men's side.
Yeah, it does. It
I,
does.
I don't think so.
with
No.
with the female side, I feel like it's actually it's like you never know. That's
Right.
the biggest thing about the female one is I feel like
That's
you
what I'm
never
saying.
really
We
know
don't know.
who's
Mhm.
winning on
We
that side.
we just
But I
don't
think
know.
we know on the men's side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
despite some
congra-
complications.
So congratulations to Ivy Nile for most improved female wrestler. So the next one for tag team of the year.
Oh boy.
I will say that this next one, it was almost. This one was almost like a complete sweep. There was only like two other.
Not
tag
RK
teams.
Bro. I can guarantee that.
There was only like two other tag teams that actually got put in it. Other than that, this was almost a clean freaking sweep of who won tag team of the year. So, with that being said,
Wow.
any guesses?
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
I'm
I
thinking
mean, you say it like that, you almost have to think it's going to be Judgment Day or the Usos
That
before they
was
broke
either
up.
one of those three, I think.
Cody and
Main event Jey
Jey
Uso.
Uso.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
There's another guess
No.
of mine.
without further ado,
Drum roll.
the tag team of the year goes to none other than KO and Sami Zayn.
Woo!
No.
Love it.
Are you
Love
serious?
it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
No.
That's who I picked.
This is what I picked. This is who I picked.
No.
and this was almost a clean sweep.
Wow.
Well,
How?
you got to think about it. They had the epic, awesome WrestleMania moment beating the Usos for those tag team titles. And yeah, they weren't booked great,
Well,
but
no, and I
they
get
kept
that.
people
I'm not
interested at
just saying
least.
I fell asleep every time Sammy wrestled.
Yeah, I'm a Dragon Marker's mom on this one, boo.
So,
I'm glad they got their moment and
Yeah.
with the battle with the bloodline and stuff and won, but
Yeah.
there's better teams out there.
I know,
So the
but
ol-
these two just stood out.
So the only other two votes that we got one vote for the Creed brothers,
On the rise. I like
and
that.
we got one vote for Judgment Day.
Okay.
I would have. I mean, I picked the Creed brothers, but I would have been okay with Judgment Day winning it, but yeah, I don't know.
But
Yeah.
Kevin and Sammy, that was by a landslide. Like that was honestly that
Yeah.
wasn't even close.
I mean, their victory against the Usos at WrestleMania is still pretty fresh in a lot of people's memories.
Yeah, I think that's probably what probably put them over the top with people choosing.
Well, yeah, probably.
I mean, I
they
couldn't
won
tell
on
you
the
how many
biggest
times
stage,
I've
so I
rewatched
see
the ending of
why.
that match just to watch Sammy hit Jay with a haluva kick for the last time before pitting him.
So it looks like there's some people on here that don't agree with this. maybe
I don't.
maybe Big
Yeah.
B being one of them.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not that I don't agree with. I mean, I can see why people would vote. I mean, yeah, it was a heck of a match at WrestleMania. They got through the bloodline. but
One match.
they didn't hold the titles that long. I mean, I would have been very upset if they would have went if the votes would have turned out Cody and main event Jay.
Right.
You know, I think the Creed brothers did a great job at NXT. They get called up here and you know
Almost
having
won the darn
a few
things.
good matches every year. So yeah, I mean the voters spoke. So
Yeah.
Yep. And like I said, this was a landslide victory. So there
Yeah.
wasn't even so I didn't even really have to tally. Once they started coming in, I'm like, all right, we already know who's winning
It's
this
like,
one.
whoa.
Yeah, it wasn't even yeah, so that one didn't even take me very long to even tally up the votes with that one.
Wow.
Which
Sad.
I guess I can say maybe surprises, maybe in a way, but all right. The next one we have is promo of the year.
Oh boy.
this one I can't wait for.
So
Yeah,
this
I wanna
one
hear- I
was
wanna hear this.
actually so this one was actually interesting because there was a lot of different ones that I got on this one.
I believe it.
Me too.
It was going so many different ways that I'm like, are we gonna even have like double votes on like anything? Because there was a ton of
You
them
might.
that I was getting.
Mhm.
But we ended up at the end. I'm like, oh, we do have one that actually ended up getting about 4 or 5 votes, which then ended up making it victorious. So with that, any guesses before I present this?
Yeah, there's so many good ones out there.
There's so many. I can't think of one off the top of
I mean,
my
the
head
Logan-
right now.
The Logan Paul Rick on before their U.S. title match was a good one,
Right.
or before
wasn't too
not
bad.
U.S. title match before their that was a good one. Roman's always come out with a few. So yeah, there's so many good ones out there. I can't wait to see who won this one.
All right.
Let's see.
So without further ado, the promo of the year goes to none other than the promo between Cody Rhodes and Paul Heyman.
And that build up to WrestleMania, yeah.
Yes, and that build
Try
up
to make things
WrestleMania.
personal.
And I think we all on here. I think when that promo hit and we were talking about it on the show, I think we all said that this by far is promo of the year,
Yeah, definitely.
or going to be up there.
Yep.
So yeah.
But,
Yeah,
but
it
Cody
was-
puts out good promos anyways.
He does. He really does. He really puts
Yeah.
in the effort to really put out a great promo, and he usually succeeds a lot of the time.
He does, and this is one of them that like really hit, but like I didn't. We did at some point say yes, this is probably going to be the promo of the year, but as the votes started trickling in, as the votes started trickling in, I was like, well, there were some other ones out there that I was like, wow. So, you know, we had a vote for Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre as promo of the year.
That wasn't too
The
bad.
most recent one?
What?
Are they talking about the one a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
Yeah. I'm the one that voted
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
The other, one of the other ones we had was when Cody and Sammy on Raw before the Chamber. People were also voting for that one.
That wasn't too bad.
That was also a good promo. So there was a lot. I mean, I could keep going and going and going, but there was some good promos. This one just happened to really hit it, and in a way, it didn't surprise me when I saw the final votes and I saw that this one won because it got a few more votes.
Yeah.
And
Big D,
honestly, with
huh?
what's that? Oh,
No,
I was
I
gonna
said-
say, I forgot the promo I was thinking. Oh,
I
Go
think
ahead.
there were a few promos between Cody and Roman that were really good.
yeah.
leading up to
But
WrestleMania.
even CM Punk coming back and cutting his first promo on Raw was pretty good too.
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah. Yep. So, congratulations to Cody and Paul for
Who does Punk
promo.
it?
Now, I will tell you this: a lot of people don't give Paul Heyman credit, but that dude can talk on the mic.
He's really good on the mic. I mean, someone like Don Callis
Yeah.
in AEW could take lessons from Paul Heyman on how to
Paul,
be a manager type and cut a good promo on the mic.
because Paul Heyman is a dude that I will tell you 100%. That dude can talk on the mic 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul.
Paul
Blah,
Heyman.
blah, blah,
So,
what do you
The
want to
next
talk
one.
about?
is our holy shit moment of the year.
Ooh. This is going to be a good one.
I'm going to say there might be some angry people with this one.
Oh, dear God.
All right, Dragon Viper's gonna get peed. I like it.
Oh.
There very well might be some angry people with this one.
Oh, God.
CM Punk.
Any
CM
guesses?
No. Not.
It better not be CM Punk's return.
If it's CM Punk's return, I am
It better
going to
not.
be furious. I am going to be furious about it.
Oh, come
Oh, you
on.
stinker! God damn it.
Really?
Are you
Come on.
serious?
CM
If
Punk's
I
return to
had to-
It was
No,
a
WWE.
holy
given.
shit.
It was a given.
God damn it. No,
Over
give it-
Randy
well,
Orton? Come on.
No, I have a better holy shit moment than Punk coming back. That's Roman
Because
beating
people
Cody at
never thought it would
WrestleMania.
happen. That's probably why.
I told you there was going to be some angry people.
Ugh.
Damn it.
That was my pick though.
Over the Royal Rumble moment where Logan Paul and Ricochet both clothesline each other midair. I mean, come on.
Oh, that
I
was
think-
that was definitely a holy shit
So-
moment because you didn't
think if Punk
expect that and
didn't-
it blew your mind.
I think if Punk didn't return, yeah, that could have been it.
Well,
Or,
there
or
was
Roman beating Cody at WrestleMania was one
there
too.
was 3 votes on that one. There was 3 votes
Oh, on the Logan Paul Ricochet
on the
mid-air
Logan Paul
collision.
and Ricochet. There was
Oh,
3
God
votes
damn.
on that one.
What about Logan taking out KSI at Mania
No,
dear God.
inadvertently?
Nope. No votes on
God.
that one.
Roman beating Cody at WrestleMania.
We had 3 on the Logan Paul and Ricochet. We
Right.
had 1 on the Randy Orton return.
Ooh, that was a more.
I want to vote
That was
for
way,
that.
that was a
one.
way better moment. Randy
of
Orton coming
course,
back.
only one. Really?
Well, and I think
This is
nobody's
a travesty.
surprised
I'm
who
gonna
put in
recount.
that vote.
Right.
I think we all know
Obviously.
who chose that one.
Oh, God.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously we know.
There's a dude right above me.
Right, we know where that one was rolling with. But as soon as I was tallying up the votes and I saw this and I was writing it down, I'm like, uh-oh. I was like, there's going to be some debates on this one.
Maybe
I
Debates Impossible
disagree.
walks off the set.
I want to recount.
Ooh, it was a recount.
Well, the thing is, I mean,
This is a travesty.
this
Damn
could
it.
have been. I mean, we could have broke this off into, the comeback, and then, maybe I would have voted CM Punk in
Right.
there. I mean, that's one thing with the internet. It just really, burns
Just
all the surprises because, I mean, even yesterday, everybody's, talking who's going to show up and, rumors started flying that Rock was in the town and he was going to show up on
Right.
Raw and be the big surprise. And,
Yeah, and guess
and
what?
when
He was
Bridget
there.
came out, I was just like, really, this was a big
They
surprise.
called out
and-
Roman. They
Yeah.
called out Roman by
Hey,
making the head of the table
The way they
reference.
did it was clever. The way they did it
It
was
was
clever.
clever.
The way they did it was clever. Yeah, because you see some video of the ring announcer, she even freaked out. So
hmm Samantha Irvin, yeah, she was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And even The Rock
Yeah.
noticed it too.
So
yeah,
it's-
I don't know. I think we could have done a different category for comebacks.
Right.
or surprise returns or something. But yeah,
Right.
this
Yeah, so-
yeah.
This
I-
guy, but oh my god.
Well, I think the reason why to some people it was such a big deal is because how much crap CM Punk had talked about him and said I will never ever go back there,
Well,
and then
look
he
at him
did.
now.
And I think that was
Oh,
probably
yeah,
why
money
it was.
talks.
Yeah, because I think that was why it was such a big deal to people because he always said I'll never go back there, and
Yeah.
But
then
here's the thing: when the moment he got fired from AEW, people in the internet wrestling community were going crazy, saying, "Oh, he'll just return to Survivor Series because it's in Chicago. No big deal." And then they act like it's a big deal for the moment his music hit after the men's War Game match in Survivor Series. Like, why are you shocked? You wanted this, and you got your wish.
yeah, well, again, I knew there was going to be disappointed people, so sorry, guys. Sorry it didn't go the way you wanted that one to go.
Yeah,
It happens.
it does.
It does happen for sure. So this one, the next one, we're going to go with match of the year.
Oh God, this is gonna be hard.
Ooh. Let me look
This
Back.
one,
at my notes.
it wasn't unanimous, but it was pretty dang close.
Oh my God.
There was a lot of
Ooh.
votes for this one that when people were sending it, there was actually when people were sending it in, they're like, this match was ridiculously good. And they're like, I would be shocked if it was anything else.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I could see that. I was like, I could definitely see it because when I saw this, I'm like, yeah, this match was ridiculously good. And so winning match of the year. Let me get it going here. Winning match of the year is none other than boom right
What do you
Come on.
No.
Really?
I'd say this was one of them, but not the match of the
Oh,
year.
wow.
Yeah, Drew
It was a good
McIntyre
match, I thought.
versus
Yeah,
Gunther
I don't know
versus
about
Sheamus.
year,
It was
but
probably, to me,
I-
it was one of the very few good matches on night 2 WrestleMania. This was definitely tops for night 2, not
Mm,
overall match of the year. I think there were others that were better.
Yes.
All right,
I mean, there's
Dragon
someone
Viper,
in
what Randy
NXT
Orton
that were
match do you
good.
have for match of the year?
No, I didn't say Randy Orton because he wasn't there long enough. I did say Seth Rollins and Nakamura last man standing match.
That was a good
The
one.
that was a
Fastlane.
good match.
That was
Yeah,
a
that
really
was
good one.
a good one. I can see that one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
It was
But
good,
this-
but this one got a ton of votes, and I can see why, because this
Yeah.
match was an absolute banger.
It was. But if I had to pick one, I would have picked Damian Priest versus Bad Bunny at Backlash in Puerto Rico. That crowd was so into it. And I know I was really into it. It really had me on the edge of my seat. So I would have said that one was match of the year.
We did also get a vote for Cody and Roman at WrestleMania.
That was a good one.
That's what I voted for, yeah.
Yeah. The ending majorly sucked.
They
Yeah.
did.
But
But he's going to write that wrong this year.
I hope so.
what's up?
I said he's going to write the wrong this year.
Yep.
Cody will.
Cody will finish
And
the
this-
story.
I mean, I know again we've got some disappointed people because
Yeah.
you know they feel like it was the wrong choice, but
Well, at
I'm
least
not
it's not.
disputing.
You know,
I'm not disputing the fact the match was great. I'm not disputing that at all.
no. I mean, the worst things can happen. You know, like calling the wrong ineligible receiver in the Dallas Detroit game could be worse.
Oh.
I'm already over
Yeah,
that.
we barely
I
we
mean-
barely won
That's
that.
I
We
mean you
barely,
could
by the
definitely
skin of our teeth there.
I mean, you could definitely say that this is a great candidate for match of the year. And this wasn't messed up. It wasn't like people got it wrong because I mean they could have said some off the wall match that you're like,
Mhm.
wait, that got match of the year? really?
What?
Like, but this to me was definitely, I feel like, the right call. These three definitely earned it.
Mhm.
So now we come down to our final two categories.
Ooh.
For female wrestler of the year, again,
Oh, God.
I'm not going to even be shocked to say this. This one was also almost a unanimous. I mean, a unanimous decision
Which one?
when it comes, huh?
Female wrestler of the year.
To
Female
fe-
first?
to fe-
Okay.
Yep. To female wrestler of the year, this one was almost a unanimous one, and
Okay.
this one, there was only a few other votes besides this person, but she basically ran away with it.
Nia
Rhea.
Jax.
I
No,
knew it.
God, Big B.
Oh, yeah.
No, this
Rhea
was
was
not a
obvious.
surprise.
I knew it.
It was just too
Yeah.
obvious.
I mean,
Too obvious.
I think everybody knew it was going to be Rhea.
Yep.
Yeah. Rolling.
Um,
Joining the Judgment Day, I really think was really helpful for her.
It was.
Really the only other person that got a vote, or I should say got 2 votes,
Mm-hmm.
was Io Sky.
Obviously.
Yeah, Io
She
Sky
was
could've been good
she is
one.
the
That would've
champion
been
on the
one.
other brand, of course.
Yeah, but
On
I think it would.
SmackDown.
I really think it would have been hard to outdo Rhea. I really do.
It could have been Charlotte.
No.
No,
No.
No.
Because Charlotte didn't really do anything last year.
She didn't do much except get hurt, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I might have said Becky Lynch, but she did win the NXT Women's title and all that. But
No.
I mean, yeah, this one was almost just a clean sweep.
wow,
Almost a clean sweep. So
Yeah.
it was,
just Rhea's had one hell of a year.
yeah,
It cannot be denied.
and that's why when I dropped that, I was like, I might as well just write Rhea down because I kind of knew that was coming anyways. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely coming. I was like, that's not going to even be close. So it's like that one wasn't even freaking close to coming. So congratulations to Rhea, and this year she's had some great matches too, some
Yep.
all around great matches.
Last night she had a really good match.
If you were to say like overall a leader of the Judgment Day, it would be her. It would be her.
It would be her.
Mommy. The mommy.
R-Truth.
Well, I feel like, and the thing is like people are talking about how, like Finn and Damian have really helped Dominic, but
Yeah.
Dominic has come out and said Rhea has actually helped him a lot, like really, really helped him become who he is. And
You're going
so-
to think about it. She's around 26, 27 years old, but has so many years of experience under her belt.
She
Yeah.
does. If you look at talent level and the WWE on the female side right now,
Yeah,
she's top 3.
it has to be.
She's definitely top 3 at this moment. It's just trying to figure out who she's gonna lose the belt to at Mania, because I know she'll lose it at Mania, but
Right.
to who? But to
That's a
who?
big question. They've teased Becky, but I keep thinking there's got to be somebody
No.
else who's going to rise up there and challenge Rhea for that title
Right,
at
like-
WrestleMania.
Who will legitimately take the belt off of Rhea?
Liv Morgan?
No,
Nia
Helena.
Jax.
Ha ha ha.
Nia Jax.
After she
Had
clocked,
to say it.
She clocked Becky in the face last night. Becky was bleeding.
Nia
I was like, she should be disqualified from that. Oh,
Had to
God.
say it.
Well, that
Oh.
match though that she had with Becky on Raw, that actually wasn't bad.
Ugh. She got booed in San Diego. That's where she's from.
That was actually
Yes,
actually
San
a
Diego was
decent match.
hating on her and Dominic Mysterio last
But-
night.
Now we come down to male wrestler of the year.
Uh-oh.
Either going to be Gunther or Roman.
So
Cody?
I say it's this guy. Just
Callan.
replay Callan's comment.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, because of that, we kind of ran into a interesting situation that when people were voting, there was actually like a few guys who got the same amount of votes. So I'm like, all right, looks like we have a co then, because I was like, it looks like we're gonna have a co this year because nobody could come up with one. And then I got one final vote at the end that came in at the last second to put it over the top for male wrestler of the year.
Do not say Roman. Whatever you
And
do.
so
please.
male wrestler of the year.
What?
I think he's kidding.
That was a
I hope
swerve.
he's kidding.
That was a swerve.
That
was a
swerve.
swerve.
That was a swerve.
That was a swerve.
I was gonna say, I hope you're kidding.
That was a swerve.
He pulled a Triple H on us.
Ace, did he get any vote?
He did not. He did not.
Okay.
Nope. Dominic did not get any votes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please don't. Him or Roman, please no.
Nope. There was actually three. Let me tally it up. I think there was only three actual people who got the votes. We did get like an honorable mention, but there was actually only three people who actually got votes, but I'm tallying it up right now just to make sure that is accurate, that it was only three. And yes, well, yeah, three.
Okay.
So, but two of them came in a tie, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" Because it was it was 4 and 4, and then 3.
I think
'cause we
Ace
had
has to
11.
take his shoes off
yeah.
to count.
Yeah, it was no, it was
You
4,
count his
4, and
toes as
3.
well? Damn.
Yeah. It was 4-4-3 when the votes came in, and
Yeah.
so when I saw that, I was like, "Holy cow! We're gonna end this in a tie," and we ended up ending it in a tie. And so I was like, "Okay, it looks like this year we're gonna have co for male wrestlers of the year then." So without further ado, the male wrestlers of the year that we had, it was actually a tie.
It's Cody and Seth.
Between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Hey, I can do
All
that.
right.
Oh,
It
I'm
came
okay
in
with
a
that.
tie. The only other person that got votes was Gunther.
Roman didn't
Obviously.
get any.
Roman got 0 votes.
That should tell you one thing. Everyone's like,
Gunther.
we're sick of you, Roman.
Gunther
That's
got
awesome.
Gunther got the other 3.
His intercontinental title reign has been fabulous.
It has.
I mean, he passed one of WWE's biggest legends, the Honky Tonk Man, for longest IC title reign. He's probably going to carry that all the way to WrestleMania.
And that's why when these 3 names were coming in, and I saw those 3 names, I was like, you could have legitimately gone to either 3 of them.
True.
You could
That's
you
true.
could have. You could have gone with Gunther. You could have gone with Cody Rhodes. You could have gone with Seth Rollins. I mean, you really could have. Either 3 you could have gone with. And it would have been the right choice.
There you go.
I know Big B, I know you're probably disappointed.
No, I mean, not really. I mean, Gunther's had one heck of a year with his match and stuff. Seth, a great entertainer, but WWE had to create a belt to put it on him. Cody Rhodes should have won the title back at Mania, and I think WWE kind
absolutely.
of botched that one.
They botched it, all right.
That's one thing with WWE, I feel, is that they're hyping up these guys to end the story, or giving them a good push, and then they go into the match, and then they flip the script for what reason. So, no, I'm not. Yeah, I picked Gunther, and I thought he had a good. But I mean, these two definitely put themselves on the map this year.
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely. Gunther's one that can definitely put himself on the map. And Randy just doesn't know what the heck he's talking about
Hey, you know what? Hey,
when he's booing.
I do know what I'm talking about, okay? I do. I mean, I voted for, Rhodes, so obviously I know what I'm talking about. Although I'm surprised
kind
that
of.
LA Knight wasn't voted.
Jeez.
No,
So
I think LA Knight would have been up there if they would have let him beat and won the title. I think.
You
Yeah,
really
that
think-
I think so. I mean, they just don't seem eager to pull the trigger on anyone beating Roman right now at the moment.
you
Yeah.
really think that if they would have done that, LA Knight people would have put LA Knight as wrestler of the year?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
definitely.
I think so. And I'll be honest
it would have
too.
been an epic
I mean,
moment.
I voted for Gunther, but I really thought, and Dragon Viper, start rolling your eyes now. I really thought Dominic had a heck of a year this year, being in the Judgment Day. He's really gotten up there. I know when he put it up there, I'm like, really? People voted for him? But I can't say that Dominic wasn't in my top 5 at least.
Right. I mean, the guy was a 2-time NXT North American champion this year, so you have that.
Yeah, but overall, I think the voting was great.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think that there wasn't really a lot that was shocking that you really throw out there that you're like, okay, that was shocking, or that wasn't expected, or whatever. Maybe the only really big one that wasn't expected was probably the CM Punk one.
Right.
Other than that, though, I think everything else probably would have been expected and on the right way.
Mhm.
I am kind of surprised though that when you talk about like wrestler of the year, I am surprised that only 3 guys got votes. I really am.
Jeez.
I thought that there was going to be other people that would have chose more, honestly.
Mhm.
Um,
But I'm not mad about this result here with Cody and Seth.
I'm
No.
not either.
no,
They
I'm not.
both deserved it, and because each had one hell of a great
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, and that's why too. I was looking at that and I'm like, well, that would be hard for me also to choose between Cody and Seth about who actually had the better year.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
Cody's done a lot. Seth Rollins has done everything they have asked of him. Absolutely freaking everything.
and the
I mean,
funny
that
thing is with
definitely- I mean-
that title that they created, the World Heavyweight title, every time he's held it, he has just brought more prestige. He's made it a prestigious title, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And one category we just didn't think of was rivalry of the year, and this definitely would have been my choice.
Definitely would have been a great choice.
Did that happen? Yeah, that was in.
It would, yeah.
It might
Was
have
that-
started towards the end of the year, but I mean, they had a good
Hmm.
rivalry. I want
I
to say it
think
was
that
at the
was-
start of this year,
No, I think that was 22. That was 22.
Yeah, that
was.
was 22.
It
I
is.
think
but did he
it
come
would've
back
been
at?
Survivor Series.
Oh, you
Yeah,
could
they
be
put
right.
their-
You could be right. Maybe you are
Yeah,
right.
They put their
Confused
differences
myself.
aside to work together
Yeah.
for Survivor
Yeah,
Series.
it was 22. They did not have a feud this year.
No.
Okay,
And-
you're right.
In 22, I would have said absolutely. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's 3 matches they had, including the Hell in a Cell one. Woo. Crazy.
yeah, and if I remember right, when we did this in 22, that got match of the year. was
Mhm.
was
Oh, yeah.
the Hell in a Cell
Hell
match.
Hell in a Cell, Cody with the torn pec.
Yeah,
Yikes.
I think that got match of the year 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a great show, a great awards night. It was a very, very fun night. We got a lot of good awards out there. We are at that moment now to where we can kind of give our final thoughts and any final thoughts on the awards that were given out. So, Crispy, I'll go ahead and I'll start with you. Crispy Bacon?
Oh God, I hope he's not having tech issues.
Yeah, I think he's having some tech issues.
Uh-oh.
All right. Yeah, you're having some tech
There should
issues.
be a lot of stuff.
So,
Fun ride.
Oh,
all right. So we kind of heard him, but anyways,
yeah.
Big B.
Yeah, it's always good to get on and talk wrestling. Tomorrow, myself and Tim will be on for our first 2024 episode of C2C Rankum. We're doing our favorite list, and that is laws and weird laws in states. So check that out. Outside of that, just keep checking out C2C. We got great shows coming. We got a lot of shows in the works.
All right. Did you have any final thoughts about awards or anything?
A couple surprises. I mean, the CM Punk one definitely was a shocker. Tag team on, somewhat of a shock, but it is what it is. But outside of that, I think we nailed it.
All right. Dragon Viper. Any final thoughts and anything you want to say about the awards?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching and commenting. I think a couple of those were a sham. The awards, like Dominic, and then Tag Team of the Year, and CM Punk. But other than that, overall, it was good, and I hope everybody has a good night.
Now, what did you think about the most improved, Randy?
The most improved.
Yeah. What do you
Get
think
ready
about
for
it?
the eye roll.
No,
Oh
what
my-
you? Huh?
It was a sham, okay?
It doesn't matter what you think.
I
Okay, so
answered before you did that, so that
So-
doesn't count.
Christy,
Right.
any of your thoughts?
No, just thanks for watching and these awards. Kind of surprised by a few of them, especially Tag Team of the Year and Comeback of the Year. But I think overall not too bad. And
All right, so we do want to thank everybody for watching. It was another fun night, awards night. Next week it'll be back to normal again.
yeah,
We won't have that. But coming up here, we finally have the nights that people are going to be available, and we are going to be doing none other than Roundtable. So
Roundtable.
that is coming up very, very soon. So have that on the radar. That is coming. And so with that, we hope everybody has a fantastic night, and we will see you next week for another episode of Between the Ropes.